Are we serious about it? Or are we just making these conversations around these rooms and these safe havens in which we can discuss and talk about it? Is it happening on the ground?
We have to do something about that. We have to change the image. To change the image, we have to do a lot of things. I'm proud to be from Siemens. Mr. Bauer mentioned Siemens in the morning, and it makes me proud because there was a time when we went through a lot of, everybody knows, we had to pay huge fines, but that was way back in 2006. From there, we paid the fines and we decided that we were going to turn around. And what a turnaround it has been. Today, when we go to clients, they themselves say, "Arey, ye to Siemens." I'll translate it for the foreigners here. They say, "Arey, ye Siemens hai, ye kuch nahi karenge." So, which makes us feel good. They don't even expect a lunch from us. But you know, it has been a very, very long and tedious journey. We have faced a lot of struggle, but we have still achieved it. I won't say 100%, but we are there. And we're very proud of it. We have a very, very robust, as he mentioned, we have a very robust compliance program in Siemens. We have a due diligence, what he calls code of conduct. We call it due diligence. And we also do due diligence right to the smallest guy who we are hiring as a vendor, or we even have due diligence for the people we hire. We do background checks. And even the slightest mention of corruption, bribery, money laundering, anything you say, we are very sure that we will, even the slightest hint, we decide not to go with that. As Mr. Saraf mentioned in the morning, he said that we think there's no corruption in the private sector. We ourselves also believe that's a fallacy. There is corruption everywhere, and private sector is also susceptible to that. It's just that we are, like he mentioned, we are not in the media and investigation firing line, let me put it. So, a lot of family, and he mentioned that we are already on, the private sector is already doing, but I think it's a very minuscule part of the private sector which is going so deeply into the compliance. We still have family-run businesses, we have other smaller businesses who still have a long way to go. And like he mentions in here, there's no accountability, there's no reporting, because it's a family-run business, corruption doesn't come to the fore. Private sector has a big, it has a big role to play in the countries, in India's economy today. And like the Prime Minister also mentioned about Make in India. All that adds up. There's a lot of private sector growth which is coming in, and with that, there'll be higher growth levels, there'll be corruption, it will lead to other corrupt practices even within the private sector. So that has to be addressed. People have already mentioned a lot of things since morning about the benefits of having an integrity pact, and I don't think I'll go run through this entire thing again, but two suggestions which I heard since morning, and I think this is something that TI should also look at regarding the empowering of the external monitor, independent external monitor. What Mr. Chopra in the morning mentioned is why don't we have people, say, from non-government sectors also being appointed as independent monitors. And the other one was from Mr. O'Leary, who I thought was a very good advice, is we should have subject matter experts as the monitors, because they are the ones, they have to know what they're doing, on what is being purchased. So that is another very important, and I'd like to take these 2 points from the morning sessions and go forward. And yes, TI must continue to play a role in moderating agency and seeking support from the central vigilance, and this integrity pact should be signed by the private sector also. Thank you.